It's been a fantastic career for Bret Bielema in Madison. His first head coaching year was 2006, and he won 12 games. Learned some lessons the following 2 years, and now is in the midst of a streak of 3 straight double-digit win seasons. A victory Saturday gets him back-to-back Rose Bowl trips. With that in mind, we head back to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
Back in Indianapolis now and joined by the head coach of the Badgers, Bret Bielema. And Bret, there's obviously some incentive from having lost to Michigan State earlier this year, but I want to take you back to the Rose Bowl last year. I know you guys feel like you had unfinished business there. How much are you using that, the opportunity to go back there if you win tomorrow, as incentive?
Well, I get it. It's obviously been mentioned, but the one thing that I think our kids do a great job of here at Wisconsin is focusing on the now. Today we got Friday practice. We need to focus on that. That'll get us in better preparation for Saturday. One of the stats I love to throw out, we've won more games than anybody in this league over the last 3 years. And we've got a formula for success that our kids understand will work, and they bought into it. And win or lose, that's what we're going to do, and hopefully it'll come out better.
Coach, there's been a lot of talk. Obviously, Russell Wilson came in, stepped up, and did a tremendous job from you from a quarterback standpoint. But how about some of the other guys that have really been impactful to this team this year?
That's a great question. I think on offense, some guys that jump out that don't get mentioned a lot. Jake Byrne, our tight end, he's a 6'6", 270-pound tight end. I think he's only caught one pass on the year, but does a tremendous job. We kind of give him a hard time, but he's kind of an athletic tackle at times, and I know the NFL is really excited about him and what he brings to the table. Brady Ewing is an unsung hero. He's usually at the point of contact for a lot of Monty's runs, and he can get on and stay on people as good as anybody. I know you appreciate the fullback position. He's a little bit prettier than you, but he gets the job done. And I think that on defense, there's a number of guys that have just played beyond what we thought. We lost probably our second best corner, and the third game of the year, Devin Smith was playing outstanding, our best defensive end, and David Gilbert is back home in Madison. We'll get a redshirt year out of him. So we've gone through some trials and tribulation, but guys have stepped up.
Coach, it's a night game. You have a lot of time on your hands tomorrow. Take us through what your day is going to look like and what your players' day is going to look like.
What we do, and this is our 5th night game of the year, and I think we've gotten down a schedule that has allowed us to have some success. Obviously, 2 setbacks this year, but over the course of time, we stick with it. So we'll let them sleep in a little bit. You know how it was when you were at 18 to 22. If the coach says you can sleep till 10 o'clock, you're going to do it. Get them up, have a nice brunch. We'll actually come back over here to the stadium, do a light flex, kind of just walk them around, talk about a few things, then take them back to the hotel. They'll watch, whatever games are on TV, and about 4 hours out from game time, we'll start our pregame meal and roll into it.
Bret, I saw a piece where you said that the first thing that you say to your team when you step into the locker room on game day is,
ready to have some fun?
Are you ready to have some fun? Now, Let me ask you this. Do you have an indication if they're ready to play or not, depending how they respond?
Good question. I asked someone on the radio interviews asked me earlier, what's your message to your team tomorrow? That's my first thing, but they'll come up with a theme that I've been kind of building on all week, and I'll know if I have to stress it a little bit more. One of the things we've really talked about all week is a 4-quarter game, and so a lot of things will be tied into that. Even our message on Friday night will be something specific to the game that I'll kind of keep to myself. I'll let them out if it works.
Coach, very quickly, what's the latest on Peter Kahns?
Pete will practice out here today. The thing that we'll have to balance, Dave, is he better coming in and not many reps over the last 2 weeks, or one thing, Ryan Groy played his tail off last week. You guys know Penn State's defensive line is as good as anybody out there, and we scored 28 points by the half. They'd never given up 21 the whole year, so we scored 45 overall. I think that confidence that comes out of that game will hopefully apply tomorrow.
Bret Bielema, head coach of the Badgers, congratulations on making it to this point. Best of luck tomorrow, and thanks for all your cooperation throughout the year.
Appreciate it, gentlemen. Thank you.